Starters and drivers now in the opening heat of night number 2 of the Australian production Sedan title. And heat number 19 brought to you by Central Garage. And your starters are, from position number 1, car number 8, Deb Hall. On the outside will be number 91, Brent Smoothie from Port Hedland. Row 2 will be Nathan Penn, second on points at the moment. And car 6 from Bunbury, Phil Rose. From row number 3, we've got Glenn Hoskins, who's 5th on points, and Stephen Laidlaw, 14th on points. Row 4 will be Kane McDermott, who's 8th on points, and Leon Wood from Geraldton. Row 5, the Queensland champion, Queensland 37, Christian Walker, who's 10th on points. And Dave Webley in car number 23, who's 4th on points, is also in this race. So we've got 2nd, 5th, 8th, 10th, 4th and 14th. All about set to go. This race will certainly mould the starters in the 40-lap final coming up around 10 o'clock tonight. All about set to go. Their final qualifier on Australian title night at the Collie Speedway. It's all go. And they're 4 wide down the main straight, but Brent Smoothie takes the lead. Second place is Phil Rose. Third place is the Victorian car 39, Stephen Laidlaw. There's trouble. Brent Smoothie's car has come to a stop. I'm sure the yellow lights will come on. They have. And Brent Smoothie, the car that took the lead, has come to a screaming halt in turn number 2. Has inconvenienced almost everybody. And the cautions have been brought on. And there'll be a complete restart in the opener on night number 2. Two cars have been sent to the rear of the field here, so a sensation. Now we're going to have a race on our hands. Let's rejig the field. 57, Nathan Penn on pole. He's second highest qualifier. And with him is car number 6, Phil Rose, who's 22nd. Now, Rose won a heat race last night. Row number 2 is now the 73 of Glenn Hoskins, who's 5th on points. And they're not shotguns going off in the background. That's Brent Smoothie's car. It won't go. 14 car, the 39 car of Stephen Laidlaw from Victoria, 14th on points, is on row 2. Behind him, Kane McDermott, who's 8th on points. And behind him is Christian Walker, who is 10th on points. And on his outside is Dave Webley. Set for a start. Take 2 of heat number 19 of the Australian production title in front of one of the biggest crowds I've seen here in a long, long time. Into the main straight they come. The green lights are activated. We're away. Down the main straight, fearless Phil Rose from Bunbury on the outside of Nathan Penn. On the inside of the second row is Glenn Hoskins. And on the outside of him is the 39 car of Stephen Laidlaw. And the yellows are on again. And we've got ourselves another stoppage, not sure what for. Okay, the front 4 cars have just been given a warning. We've already had the front 2 cars on the initial start sent rear of field. 57 Nathan Penn, 6 Phil Rose, 73 Glenn Hoskins and 39 Stephen Laidlaw have been given a warning for jumping the start or going before the greens are put on. So the steward's on to them early on tonight. Kim Beard from Bunbury stewarding his first national title. All about set to go. Take 3 of heat 19. Greens are on, that's better. Down the main straight, Phil Rose gets the best of Nathan Penn. And car number 6 takes the lead. Nathan Penn back to second place. Stephen Laidlaw from Victoria, 3rd. 4th is Glenn Hoskins, then back to Leon Wood. 6th place is the 31 car of Kane McDermott. Christian Walker in 7th place. And then further back in the field, we've got Dave Webley and Deb Hall. 1 down and 11 laps to go in these 12-lap heat races. As now Stephen Laidlaw comes underneath of Nathan Penn. And Nathan Penn goes wide and underneath goes Glenn Hoskins. So Hoskins goes under Penn. Nathan Penn, the second highest qualifier, is now back in 4th place. And, well, this won't do his chances of starting on the front row any good at all. As Phil Rose leads them down the main straight. 2 down and 10 to go. Laidlaw in second, Hoskins third. Hoskins has the quick lap of the race at 20.839. Back then to Nathan Penn. Leon Wood, Kane McDermott, Christian Walker, back then to Dave Webley and Deb Hall. Into the main straight once again, 3 laps down and 9 laps remaining. It's Rose from Laidlaw. Third place, it's Hoskins and then Penn. Stephen Laidlaw under pressure now from Glenn Hoskins as they move down the back straight once again, back to Leon Wood, Kane McDermott and Christian Walker. McDermott and Walker just cannot get past Leon Wood and struggling way back in the field. The race leader with 8 laps to go is Phil Rose. Second place is Stephen Laidlaw. Third place, Glenn Hoskins has 0.8 of a second, separating the top 3 past the massive crowd in the back straight. Back then to Nathan Penn in 4th. Still Wood in 5th place. Christian Walker makes it 3 wide now. Goes around the outside of Kane McDermott. Looks for a way through on the outside also of Leon Wood. This is the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. And the Queensland champion gets around the outside and takes back 5th place. Wood back to 6th. Webley is 7th as Kane McDermott runs wide. The passing flag comes out for Deb Hall from Geraldton. The lead 4 cars come into the main straight with half a dozen to go. It's Phil Rose in front. Laidlaw in 2nd place. 3rd place is 73 of Hoskins. Then back to Nathan Penn. A long way back, about 6 seconds back in 5th place. Is Christian Walker, Leon Wood, further back to Kane McDermott and Dave Webley. 5 laps to go. Into the main straight past this huge crowd here at the Collie Speedway. Phil Rose leads by 0.5 of a second. Second is Laidlaw. He's under pressure now from Glenn Hoskins. Phil Rose makes a mistake, runs wide out of turn 2, and catching the 3 of them is Nathan Penn. Hoskins has the quick lap of the race at 20.779. Out of Palmer's Corner they come with 4 laps to go in the opening heat of night number 2, and you throw a tissue paper over the 4 of them. Down and past the pub they go. Laidlaw now from Victoria, the 2 times national champion, having a look underneath of Phil Rose. He can have a look as much as he likes. The race is under caution because Deb Hall is spun and Kane McDermott has a broken steering. The front left-hand wheel is pointing sideways into the engine bay and he won't go any further. Deb Hall can't get the car fired up down there in turn 3 and 4. She has now. Didn't see what happened there, but we've got a 5-lap restart to come around. If you're listening at home or here for the first time, every car has to complete the lap, otherwise we go back to the last completed lap. So even though we had 4 to go, we will go back to 5 laps remaining as Deb Hall hadn't gone through. She comes to the inquiry bay. She wants a bit of work done to hers. Kane McDermott's car certainly will take no further part. He'll go off on the tow truck. And we'll have a 5-lap restart. The order is Phil Rose, Stephen Laidlaw, Glenn Hoskins, Nathan Penn. Christian Walker is now a bit of a danger too. He was 6.5 seconds behind the Queensland champion, but he's now right up with the leading group. Back to Leon Wood. Kane McDermott won't take any further parts. Behind Leon Wood will be Dave Webley and Deb Hall. About to go green once again. 5 laps to go. A big Phil Rose fan club right down below us. It's hard to find them actually. The crowd is really big now. At 6:35 local time. And I haven't seen people sitting up there in Palmer's Corner in a long time either. Ready for the restart, 5 to go. Rose leads them down the main straight. Down into turn number 1. Laidlaw the immediate danger along with Glenn Hoskins, Nathan Penn, Christian Walker. Back then to Leon Wood as they move down the back straight. It's still Phil Rose in front from Bunbury. From Victoria in 2nd place, Stephen Laidlaw. Glenn Hoskins is up there with them, then Nathan Penn, Christian Walker. 4 laps to go in the opening heat of night number 2. And you can throw a blanket still over the first 5, nothing in it. Out of turn 2, he runs wide, and that's the invitation that Laidlaw needed. Couldn't quite get underneath him on that occasion. A puff of white smoke from Laidlaw. Out of turn 4, they come with 3 laps to go. The race order is Rose, Laidlaw, Hoskins, Nathan Penn, and Christian Walker. Walker comes underneath of Nathan Penn as Laidlaw tries to come underneath of Phil Rose. The laps are ticking by. There's another little puff of white smoke from Laidlaw. Hoskins is there. Underneath of Nathan Penn goes Christian Walker. Out of turn 4 they come now. 2 laps to go in the opening heat, and it's going to go right to the wire. Phil Rose leads past the pub with 2 to go. 2nd place is the 39 of Laidlaw. 3rd place is Hoskins. Nathan Penn fights back on the inside of Christian Walker, and the rest of them can't win. Past turn 3 once again. It's Phil Rose just in front. Laidlaw looking for a way through, so too Glenn Hoskins. The white flag comes out. Back then to Christian Walker, and Nathan Penn in trouble. He's going to finish 5th out of these 5. Laidlaw dives to the inside, and Stephen Laidlaw hits the front. Phil Rose on the outside. Hoskins is there too. Phil Rose fights back, side by side. They both run wide. Hoskins goes to the lead. Unbelievable finish. Hoskins wins. Oh, is a second. Christian Walker got up for second. Phil Rose is third. Stephen Laidlaw is fourth in a blanket finish. All over the place at the end. Hold all tickets on heat number 19. What a finish that was. There is 0.7 of a second between first and fourth in a blanket finish. Nathan Penn is fifth from Dave Webley, Leon Wood and Deb Hall. Wow. What a start to the night. Glenn Hoskins wins from Christian Walker and Phil Rose, and Stephen Laidlaw in a blanket finish. Hold all tickets on heat number 19. We've seen an absolute thrilling finish. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the top 4. Stephen Laidlaw's got some damage to the front end with the right wheel. They'll fix that. We go downstairs to happy 73, Glenn Hoskins.
Happy's not the word, Jason. This man is oohooing and going off. 0.7 of a second between the first 4 positions. Mate, what an awesome finish to a race. Well done.
Woo-hoo! That was unreal, guys. Go the 202. Again, I'd like to pit crew, Trent, Patrick, my sponsors, Rollwell Engineering, Triplet Engineering, Jenny Extractors. Thanks, guys. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Up to you.